Hello world, this is ComputerHeat, and I am joined by Kilrathy Soldier, and it's another episode of Hello World series. Kilrathy Soldier, how you doing?
I'm good. And you? Oh, and hello world.
Yes, I'm fantastic. We have a game today between SturmTigerIzzy and Eclips on the German side, and on the Allied side we have bingbing13 and Halcyon. So I think we should just get this one going, and we can do the other chatter as the first units start to roll out onto the field. So we're both paused at 5 seconds, and let's unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Perfect.
Alright, so got the good luck, have fun's being exchanged, and always nice to see the matches start off like that.
Yeah, indeed.
So this is probably one of the last games that we'll get to cast from this patch, unless we find some more time soon to do some, because there is a new
Not
patch
this
coming
weekend.
out. Yeah, no, definitely not this weekend. But there is a new patch coming out along with the, well, in anticipation of the Brits being released. And that's what, September 3rd, I think, is the new patch coming out. The patch notes are already available, which is really cool. I'm so glad they do that now. And well, we got some interesting stuff happening already on the map. So we had a
In the
commander pick.
middle?
Yeah. You want to talk about that while I pan around the map?
Yeah, Halcyon, he's building tank traps. Forgotten the name of it. So yeah, he's preparing himself, but that's very usual with him. Yeah, I mean, when he's playing OPV, right away it's barbed wires.
Yes.
The real good ones, but they're not so good anymore. Well,
Yeah,
they're okay, but
I'm so happy that you can actually cut the barbed wire now that the OKW puts down. That was so crappy before. We got
like south of Halcyon's troops, pioneers are doing the exact same thing.
interesting. So they're getting ready for some long
Yeah.
fights going on here. And so Halcyon's making
Oh,
his
yeah.
own cover with the tank traps. And we actually have the first fight about to set off at the top of the map with the conscripts and combat engineers from Bing Bing facing off against some assault grenadiers who are charging into close range, actually taking a fair bit of damage.
And Halcyon is coming from the west, or in the west flank. Yeah, the Germans are not gonna. I have to retreat.
Yeah, he recognizes that he's overcommitted and not going to win that fight, although actually the machine gun just showed up. I don't think the machine gun would have been able to make a difference in time. Probably would have ended up getting flanked and forced to retreat, and it may end up forced to retreat anyway. It doesn't have any support at all. It's going to try to keep these combat engineers away, and it
I can
could do
scare
a lot of damage to them.
What the? Oh, they just got past them.
Wow, that's so bad. Machine gun didn't do anything. Now it's going to be forced to retreat.
I think he could have just. Yeah, okay. I hadn't seen the Maxim, but I think the gun crews would have taken care of those combat engineers.
Yeah, they did actually manage to get a kill on them before first kill went out. And, oh wow, Halcyon's making a deep cutoff move with his riflemen. They just hopped over
Behind
the fence,
enemy lines.
waiting for the order to go, capture that territory point and cut off the fuel. They are way out exposed, so he's going to need to be careful about retreating from that distance. Not a whole lot of action going on in the middle of the map. I usually expect to see when it's this map. Well, I guess we have double Wehrmacht. No one's playing OKW, but usually an OKW player will drive their truck almost into the middle of the map and set up tier 1 over there. And then you get a bit of an artillery duel until one of the trucks goes down.
Yeah. But then again, there's no TV on in this game.
Yeah. So Halcyon's cut off the resource flow from the bottom of the map, and his rifles are trying to make a daring escape. They've taken 2 casualties already, and they're continuing to run away from these 3 squads of grenadiers. So Izzy's going to get that back under control in no time. More fighting's happening up at the top. Bing, bing, bing appears to be floating a little bit of manpower. I'm not sure why.
I'm wondering what he's going for.
checking the other players, trying to see if
He's
there's
not...
any teching. SturmTigerIzzy is starting to tech tier 2 right now. And Halcyon, is he building? He's building his lieutenant. That's about to finish right now.
Oh, there's a lot of chaos there in the north.
Tell me what happened. I was too busy. I had the,
No,
I had
I
the
mean,
camera
like,
on it,
it's
but I
just
didn't
like
see what
they're
happened.
crossing. The troops are just crisscrossing each other, like they're just passing by, and then oh, there's enemy troops there. So there's no real setting up. It's just like you're just walking past each other, and then they just start firing. So, oh, MG is firing at the Halcyon squads there.
The German players have not been very coordinated so far this game. Izzy has been moving around in force at the bottom of the map with all of his grenadiers. They're not. They're winning every fight they stumble into because it's usually just against a single rear echelon squad or a single rifleman. But at the top, Halcyon is using his rifles together with all of Bingbing's forces, while the Germans are splitting up completely with Izzy going purely for the bottom and Eclips going purely for the top, which is not going to work out too well for the Germans. Though they seem to be getting a...
Yeah, I'm always worried about that, especially on a big, large map like this, because you cannot. It'll take time before you can support your teammate, and it just devolves into like 2 games of 1 versus 1.
Yeah, although it looks like they're actually about to win both sides. So Bingbing is pushed off from the top. There was a nice flank by some sprinting assault grenadiers, and they're going to take the fuel point there. And Izzy has a firm control of the bottom. Halcyon's got his lieutenant and rifleman trying to move around down there.
Bingbing is building the battalion command, so we might see what's it called, Shuska 76.
Oh yes, that would be fun to see. Yeah, that's gotten some significant buffs recently. It's much more useful as it, well, just being moved from tier 4 into tier 3 I think was a big improvement for it. It didn't really fill a particularly good niche in tier 3. It wasn't as good of a tank destroyer as the Su-85, and it's certainly not as good of an artillery piece as the Katyusha. But here, it tends to come early enough now that it actually can find some utility in both of those roles. Plus, it's still quite cheap, and you can spam them.
Oh, there's an AC out down there in the south. Engaging Halcyon's troops, and they're retreating.
Another change that I really like is that that always comes with the up gun. You don't have to upgrade it after it comes for some munitions, which you usually don't have too many of in the beginning of the match. Nice flank by both of the allied players. The Halcyon's machine gun looks to be in a bit of trouble. It looks like it should be able to survive, and Halcyon's building an AA half-track right now.
Okay. Oh, he needs the fuel.
Eclips is actually tech to tier 3, and I expect to see him building that soon, although he may decide to go straight for tier 4. But since they've just lost the fuel at the top of the map, that's probably too expensive to be useful. And Bingbing is building, actually looks like it's going to be an M5 coming out of there, so no big surprise there, although I would have liked to see, and well, it's still possible to see the Suka.
Well, Eclips might just go for tier 3 after all. I mean, they still got the fuel in the south, so...
Halcyon's fuel point just got destroyed. And man, lots of Halcyon is busy. His rear echelon squads have been busy building these fake sandbags, the tank traps with the barbed wire in front. And the Allies are having a bit of difficulty holding onto the map. They've gotten the top under their control, but the Germans seem to be wresting control of the center away from them. Although
interesting, I just noticed that the Grenadier squad there in the middle of VP, as they actually got cover from standing next to the barbed wires. I guess the aura of the tank traps gave it to them, but I thought the barbed wire would prevent that.
Yeah, it's certainly, that's I see that as well when I hover the mouse over it. That's got to be a bug.
Yeah.
Ooh, big hit goes out in the M5. There's an AA half-track out. There's so many light vehicles now. There's also a 250 half-track rolling around the top, harassing the riflemen around there,
Nice.
going after the machine gun now. And it looks like the AA half-track. Oh no, the the Soviet AA half-track, the quad, the M5, has been tasked to go up there. Ooh, what happened to it? Did it run over a mine or something? Just 3 guys dead and a damaged engine on it. 250 is nearly
I think
destroyed.
it just got so close, yeah.
Izzy is smart to get a pack out in time. The quad is such a dangerous unit. In team games in particular, you pretty much can't stop it from coming early unless you have absolutely, completely dominant map control. Oh, these rear echelon squads can't hit a damn thing with their bazooka. The Grenadiers are getting shot at, but failing to be suppressed by the AA half-track. At the bottom of the
we
map,
got some action in the south as well.
yes.
Just a little bit skirmish.
Halcyon doesn't have grenades, so he's going to try to get onto the short side of the house and hope that his lieutenant can deal a little bit of extra damage while there aren't as many guys shooting at him, but it looks like that's not really going to work, and he's going to be forced away. Yeah, without grenades, that is going to be a tough fight.
Okay, so Bing Bing, I don't know if it just happened but he went with mechanized support taxi, so the ICU-152 would come in handy here on this map.
Yes, we may see that thing make an appearance if the game goes long enough. Now, am I correct in thinking that you need to get tier 4 teched before you can build that? I guess we'll find out.
Don't remember, to be honest.
The ISU-152 is not a unit I
sense,
enjoy using, so I never build it. I don't think it's particularly fun to use. Assault Grenadiers are taking the fuel at the top of the map. The bottom of the map is, I would say, firmly in German hands, but it's definitely not. There's only 1 squad of Grenadiers down there, and another one on the way. 222 got a few repairs, but he's coming up to try to take on these rear echelon squads. They fire their bazookas at the Grenadiers rather than at the 222, so they're going to have to run away. The 222 could actually pursue them and kill them. Captain has just arrived for Halcyon, and I'm going to guess that means pack howitzer or Stuart.
Okay, so Halcyon, he means business now with the South. He has a machine gun he's gonna place in that building. Yeah. Ooh!
That was a nasty rifle grenade.
Rifle, yeah.
And it looks like he did upgrade grenades, because I just...
He might be able to finish it off. If
he
yeah. Hurries up. If SturmTiger... No, never mind then.
Yeah, Izzy's not being... I don't think he's being aggressive enough with this 222. He's missing a couple of opportunities to get what should be easy kills with it. He's building himself an Ostwind right now, and that's also a great unit for killing units as they retreat. Looks like they're relying on just this one pack to do all of their anti-tank work. There's a squad of Panzer Grenadiers that are upgraded with Panzer Shreks, but
that almost died.
Yeah, they're gonna have difficulty against either of the AA half tracks.
What?
They're gonna have difficulty.
Halcyon took out his MP, and he just lost it. They're in the south. He took it out to cap that VP. I'm wondering about that.
Yeah, I guess that went down to the Grenadier squad in the house. Looks like he's going to try to close the distance and maybe throw a grenade on it, or just cap it under smoke. I don't know. He's not really moving his units right to be able to do that. The Ostwind has arrived. Captain's running around the south of the map, not really doing anything yet.
Oh, we got an Ostwind out.
Yes.
North of the middle VP. I'll do some short works.
There's an AA gun out from each of the allied players. The Zis is closer up to the middle. Or actually now it's changed direction, it's facing towards the Ostwind.
And the Zis gun is waiting.
first hit doesn't do too much damage, and I don't see any mines around, but it looks like these conscripts are going to actually try to bluff. They don't have an AT grenade available to throw, but Halcyon does on his rifle squad. And he fires it, gets the damaged engine, but I don't think there's anything close enough to get the kill.
No.
Allies methodically clearing out the bottom of the map.
Yeah. Better set up some mines then.
The conscripts have picked up the 50 cal. That's going to be confusing. And some more grenadiers are coming down to try to see what's going on down there, but they are vastly outnumbered. AA half-track is already driving over towards them, and they're going to be forced to retreat. There they go, before they even get suppressed.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. Ambulance ready for action.
More grenadiers poking around the top side of the map. Looks like they're just probing the allied lines and trying to figure out where the main strength of Bing Bing and Halcyon's army is.
Middle and south for now.
No minesweepers up from either German player. Eclips has gotten himself a flamethrower, and I feel like Izzy he's gonna need to build a minesweeper, probably on both of his pioneer squads.
He has plenty of munition, Bing Bing, so I don't see any reason why not to put any mines up. But I guess he just hasn't had the time for it.
He's put down a couple.
Oh, in the north? Yeah, I see one now.
Yes. Another damaged engine on the Ostwind. And it's actually taking shots from the...
American AT gun now.
Yes, I don't fancy its chances. Maybe if it backs away a little bit further, but it looks like it'll probably go down. The AT gun misses. I think it may be firing through the... Ooh!
The 2-2 might win this.
Very nice. Will it be able to escape? Probably not. It could do some fancy driving, however. Now we actually have a commander pick for Halcyon. He's picked Armor Company. Oh! Just called himself an M10. Yes. Yeah, got up to Vet 3. Don't see that every day.
Okay, so Halcyon, he went with Armor Company.
Yeah. Eclips has been playing so passively up at the top. He should have been pushing forward. Now that the American riflemen are getting ready to come in through the top, they're a bit clumped up. They could actually all get suppressed here as they cross this road. One squad suppressed, the others look like they should be able to keep going forwards. Here comes the M5, and the Germans are going to lose this position. They're going to be forced back.
And the half-track most likely go down. Yeah, there it goes down. Okay, P4 sound. Okay.
Yes, that's going to give a little bit of trouble to these riflemen. They're not going to be able to just easily damage its engine until something else has hit it first. So Halcyon's going to need to be really careful. These rifle squads are quite low health. They could die quickly to the top-mounted machine gun or to the main cannon. You may actually see a bit of swishing going on.
Eclips kept the Allies busy there. The Germans are now making a big infantry push there in the middle.
Yes, nice. They're going to could, if they keep swinging up towards the top, get a flank on these AT guns and possibly decrew and destroy them. If there's another vehicle available to come in to attack, it could be really problematic. Yep, here comes the Austrian. It looks like there's another P4.
And a P4. Oh, they're cutting deep into the Allies now.
Oh. Bazookas do a fair bit of damage, and the M10 may be able to finish the job now.
But there's P-Grins and a P4 waiting for it.
Yeah, I think it may be a bit outclassed right here. There's too much stuff, but
the P4 might go down now.
Yeah, don't underestimate the AT gun wall. 2 M10s. I actually think now he could try to squish like crazy, but if he gets too much damage, and he's gonna start getting damaged engines, and those M10s are gonna die. I think it's time to just break off this engagement. 10 gets chased all the way back to the base. And I believe I just heard something blow up.
Yeah, there was the half track, another half track from Eclips. Okay, so Easy he went with the Storm Doctrine. Okay, so we're gonna see some artillery.
Hey, it's exactly what I was hoping he would do.
But then again, I mean, Bing Bing, he has IL-2's precision bombing strike, so if they just can pinpoint where the artillery is coming from, well, it'll make short work of the howitzer.
Wow, I just saw the most slow-mo crush ever. Yes, true, yeah, the Stuka bombing strike is... it will definitely at least be able to decrew the howitzer and possibly destroy it. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? He's not going to blow up his own howitzer.
IL-2s.
Yeah. IL-2 bombing strike. We were talking about before we started recording that we wished that we would see a howitzer duel. Just because it's something we haven't seen in a long time.
I never go for howitzers if I know the other guy, the enemy team has gone for howitzers. It's just like, for me, the whole duel with howitzers is just too expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, you really want it to be something that you use as often as a counter pick or something that can really surprise your opponent.
Yeah.
And
unless I have something like a priest or a Hummel. Well, there's no Hummels in this game, so
nope.
No dice.
Priest would be fun to see, but obviously Halcyon has not picked a commander that's going to give him that, and his M10s need to get down there. I can see them moving down the road, but these are some badly damaged vehicles.
That P4 is not going to make.
No, and if Halcyon sends one of his tanks off to the left, he should be able to catch the other one.
Oh, nice, he's trying to destroy... No, keep on destroying it. Okay, at least you can get that out. What did he just... Whoa! That P4 is going all ninja style. He's just like...
Does he... Wow. Oh, I thought he might actually be able to hide it back there. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. That would have been awesome. Going ninja style.
Oh, I was watching a game on the Sunday Night Fights channel recently, and artillery coming down at the top of the map, and I think it was maybe Ihito was doing some really sneaky hiding of a stolen AT gun on Angeville. That was fun to see. Lots of German infantry, but they are about to run straight into the M5. The M5 suppresses the squad with the Panzerschreck, and Halcyon's rifles and the captain are coming down from the top, but they are about to get suppressed by this machine gun. Nice repositioning of that by Eclips. Everyone is getting suppressed right now, and those concerts have got to retreat. Smoke goes out from Halcyon, so that should allow his rifles to get out of suppression, but here comes the P4, and it's going to try to run them over.
Or push them out of the smoke at least.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Oh, two crushes. Yeah. Might get this. He got it.
Oh, both bazookas dropped. I'd like to see the Pioneers pick those up.
Yep.
Plenty of bazookas up at the top. This is the point where the rifles could get off a nice damaged engine. Wow! He was not expecting those AT guns, but he definitely should not have stuck around in that fight for so long. I think he might have just been trying to get some squish kills.
Squads with bazookas.
No. Oh, I believe I hear a howitzer firing. Oh, misses.
Better use it on the AT gun, so.
Yeah, I think he was. I think that's where he placed it, but obviously that missed.
I feel like when, I mean, I do the mistakes as well, but especially when you're using a weapon like that and you scare off the enemy, you need to follow it up and move into the area because, okay, you didn't kill anyone, but you did scare them off. So, to a certain degree, it did work, but you need to follow it up.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I do the mistakes as well, and sometimes you just is in the heat of the battle.
Man, look how fast this Ostwind is moving down the road with Blitzkrieg on.
Where?
It's no longer going at
okay.
warp
No,
speed.
that one. Okay.
So the howitzer, it's worth noting that the both of the howitzers got buffed recently. So the Wehrmacht
Yeah,
howitzer,
crazy buffs.
yeah, huge buff. I think. Wait, was it anything other than it firing twice as many shells? In
I
any case,
believe it didn't it fire like at the beginning when the game came out. It was like 10 shots. Then they lowered down to 6 shots, and now it's back to 10 shots.
yeah, I think that sounds right. And as before, it almost immediately comes off of the cooldown ends almost immediately once the barrage is over. So it's actually ready to fire again. It has been ready to fire for a while. It's changing targets. It's actually aimed over towards where both the AT guns are, plus the damaged half track. It just lands a little bit wide of that.
Oh, just hit one of the M10s.
Did it?
Yeah.
So he's got it firing quite far back into the fog of war. He's probably regretting having fired that already. Could have used it very much right now in the middle of this fight.
Oh, ICU is out.
Let's see what that thing is. This fight could last for a little while
there
longer.
where the artillery is hitting it. The artillery just hit it.
Yeah, I see that it just lost a bit of its health. M5 is getting combat repaired.
And Tiger's out now as well.
Wow. Oh, the ISU makes its presence known in a big way, getting 5 kills in its first shot and finishing off the Panzer Grenadiers with the Panzer Schreck. So yes, that thing has come out onto the field, but has it already met its match in the form of this Tiger, plus all the supporting medium tanks?
Okay, so Stug is out now. It's already damaged. When did they use it? I haven't seen it.
Well, there are actually 2 Stugs out, and there was one that was contributing to the previous fight the whole time, although I don't think that it actually really hit anything. There's one. Yeah, the damaged Stug has 3 kills. Yeah, they become much more useful, though. I think they still have shorter range than all of the other tank destroyers. But they
I tried to go head-to-head with a Jackson yesterday. No.
It's not going to work.
They survived, but I mean...
Oh, howitzer is firing once again. Let's see where that is targeted. Right on those conscripts at the middle VP. There's a bulldozer Sherman out as well, so that could be a real threat to the German infantry.
I like how the Tiger is waiting there between those 2 buildings. It reminds me of Band of Brothers. A scene from it.
Just waiting to come out, smash through these pathetic infantrymen and that weak little bulldozer which can't penetrate it at all. Wow, Halcyon is actually... I've never seen anybody use the barriers ability, but he's actually using Create Barrier to make impassable green cover.
What? I've never seen that?
Yeah, he's doing it right now. He's got a couple of them up already.
What? I didn't know that was possible. This is actually the first time I'm seeing this.
Yeah, that's what those are. Vehicles can't drive past those. I think even the Tiger can't go past them.
Wow.
Might just be
learn something new every day.
That may just be a little task to keep his APM high. He's actually gotten a squad of assault engineers now as well. I'm not sure how long they've been out. They have a bar equipped. Whoops. Big shots going out. Tiger really needs to back up. He's got a lot of stuff facing at him. If he gets a damaged engine right now, he's going to die for sure. True shock. Oh boy, needs to go.
Oh, and the M10s are coming in now.
Where's that howitzer? Can it fire? It needs to land some shots and support this. The M10s. Oh, that guy is done. Wow, that was a bad loss. Howitzer gets a bit of some retaliation.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was a nice hit. 8 kills right there. Well, 8 kills in total. But that's it. Vet 1, so it can actually be used for counter barrage now. But there's actually no artillery pieces at all. No indirect fire whatsoever from the Allies. Ostwind is down in the
The
middle.
Germans
trying
should
to dislodge
really
the Max.
mind sound.
Yeah, those M10s are, well, all of the American armor is extremely vulnerable to things like Teller mines. The ISU probably won't be moving around too much, and it'd be really nice to be able to get a kill on the M5. That thing has been a real nuisance.
Nice.
It's only got 6 kills, but it's allowed the AT guns to keep getting reinforced, and, well, other squads to reinforce as well. Just keep the field presence up. I don't like the way that Izzy is leaving a squad of grenadiers at the bottom of the map most of the time. He actually just pulled that squad out, and they're going to go start capping, but they're a strong squad. They should be up fighting. He's got quite a few munitions, so he could use them to shoot rifle grenades onto all these units that are garrisoned in buildings, or the clumped up squads on the AT guns.
Then again, it's just one squad, and they're still harassing, so they are doing something good, unless they're sitting in a building and having a tea break. But
now they're harassing. Yes, in my experience, Germany is like England, and you have tea and cake every day at 4 or 5 o'clock. So I guess we know what time it is. A couple of munitions points around.
Don't go head to head with an ISU.
No, they're
Go
protected
back.
a little bit behind this green wall. The ISU loves to shoot straight into it. So, but they need to get going. Yep, there they go. They take a casualty on retreat and lose one
Big
more member
push
of the
from the
squad.
allies.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. They're running into a demo charge. Looks like they're going to avoid it.
Who? Oh, there. Okay, in the north. Yeah, I see. Ooh, wasn't that terrible?
Oh, I'm surprised it actually got tripped. I don't know which player put that down. Both of them have access to demo charges, but I think it was a mistake to try to blow it up then. Still no sweepers from either of the German players. And the battle for the middle of the map continues, although now it looks like it's going in the Allies' favor, and they're actually taking back the munitions point in the south. They're going to get the northern munitions point as well. They are losing the top quite badly, and Eclips really needs to get his army moving forward. He's got squads that are just sitting even outside of the capping circle, and here they go. The Stugs are taking shots in the side armor as well. M10 says hello to the Stug.
Well, the Germans, what they could do, well, they could kite them in and then wait for the artillery to start.
Yes, that would be a smart
yeah,
move.
Example, right now, that would be awesome.
Where's that howitzer?
Since you still have lineups, I think it's
now
it's
it's starting
still
to fire.
recharging. Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
That was a nice
stupid
hit.
dive.
And the
And now the
howitzer is
artillery's-
firing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Bing Bing needs to
Oh
move.
no, friendly fire, friendly
Oh,
fire.
broken arrow. Oh, artillery hits the M5 as it also gets hit by the Stug, so it nearly goes down. But this Stug is in a bit of trouble.
Oh,
Needs to keep going. Whoa!
oh no. Carnage.
Oh, be nice to see those AT guns get destroyed, but Bing Bing is like, God damn it, conscripts, you're getting across there. I don't care if there's artillery fire, just hoorah up and spread out. Looks like he's
They're
going to be able
Ruskies
to
after all.
reclaim. Yep. Some brave Soviet soldiers right there.
I don't think they have had much of a choice.
Nope. Don't want the NKVD to accuse you of being lackadaisical about getting that AT gun back. That's state property right there. So they've recovered that, made it back to the M5, which is getting repaired, and they should all be back up, good order momentarily. Right from the need to hop into the capture circle at the top, and at the bottom the grenadiers are capturing points.
Another nice thing in this game is that none of the players has come to a degree of like being having only like 2-3 units left. Sometimes in a 2v2, like one player can get almost decimated, and they're still pretty even.
Yeah. I think to say, oh, I thought that Halcyon had lost a lot of his stuff, but no, I just got confused. His vehicle crews are outside repairing up the tanks. That last engagement, to be honest, it was not a particularly big win for either side. It looked like the Germans did a lot. They managed to clear out the AT guns, but they didn't destroy any vehicles permanently.
No, they were just heavily damaged. Yeah.
I mean, the same goes true for the Allies. They lost a fair bit, and they managed to damage one of the Stugs quite badly, but they didn't kill it. The Stug is trying to do damage, running around.
That howitzer is just firing at the wrong place, man.
Yeah, you need to predict, you know, where your opponent's going to be. Ooh, could land a nice hit though. Not quite yet.
Yeah, kite them in, just like before.
There we go. Yeah, you can give facing orders to the howitzer, predict where your opponent's going to go, so the howitzer's already set up, and you don't have to tell it to set up, or you don't want to give it a fire order, and then, oh god, poor lieutenant. Yeah, tell it what direction to face first, and then if you see that your opponent is moving towards where you have told it to fire, then give it the fire order. You don't want to give a fire order before telling it to move, or you're likely to just end up shooting it where your opponent was, because it takes so long for some of those weapons to change facing. The B4 howitzer in particular is bad about that.
So we have a Panda. It's just south of the middle VP.
Pretty. I'd like to see him destroy this this house that's in front of him. Maybe just destroy it on purpose, or actually putting a machine gun in it of their own wouldn't be a bad idea. Bam! Direct hit on that Max and blasts it to pieces.
Okay, Halcyon is getting a little low on the infantry side now.
Yes, he is. I feel like I'm not sure what do you think he needs to do?
Manpower? I don't know, maybe he's just waiting for something.
He's got enough fuel now to call in a new bulldozer. He could get some more riflemen, and he has unlocked all of the upgrades. Alright, so he can even still get another rifleman squad. Something is coming in. Looks like a bombing strike from the Soviet player, but that is totally misses. That was a waste of munitions right there. They should have tried to use that to hit the howitzer. Although getting vision on that.
They should have a suicide vehicle and just like have it drive straight to the German base and find that howitzer.
They don't even need to do that. They could just use the recon flight from the major.
Ah, okay.
So Halcyon doesn't have enough munitions, and that ability is on cooldown now, Bing Bing. But you know, I suspect this is a random team, so the communication may not be the most fluid. Oh boy, at the top of the map some grenadiers are walking over towards a demo charge.
They passed.
Just heard the howitzer fire again.
Yeah, now, it's firing at that house you wanted destroyed.
Very good. But yeah, that lieutenant could be in a bit of trouble. Rifle grenade goes in as well, does a ton of damage, and Halcyon gets out. One of the things that's changing in the next patch is that grenades should do less damage to houses.
Okay.
It should also take less time to de-garrison a house, if I read the notes correctly.
Oh, the Stug might... He's right next to the demolition charge there.
Oh.
Detonate.
Yes, I don't think that'll do enough. Won't do enough damage definitely to kill it. Oh, the M5 finally goes down. I actually thought he would stand on top of it. Yeah. Well, the Grenadiers are going directly towards this is a juicy target. Oh, they're a bit wide of the mark, and they're not going to go down to it. But whoa, those M10s came out of nowhere. There is a
the tree is in front of the pack, so he couldn't fire.
You see that the splash damage from the M10 killed the Grenadier, and they dropped their MG42. right in
Doesn't
a
look
perfect
like
spot for
anyone
these
can pick it
conscripts to
up.
pick it up.
But the Germans are making a big armor push now in the middle. A T-34, okay.
It's nice to see. Get a little
He
more
could have rammed it.
durable and what's the word? Not diverse. Useful, multi-purpose tank going around. Halcyon has some specialized tanks that he can call out from his commander. He doesn't have a Sherman, and I'm not sure that a Sherman would really help so much. I think that I'm not really. What do you think the Allies need? They seem to be a little bit on the back foot right now.
I'm not sure if Katyushas would, because the front line is so fluid. I don't know, maybe a single Katyusha, but it doesn't look like the Allies has much of a choice in terms of indirect fire.
No.
Well, and they got
don't.
the ICU, which is, I mean, it's good, but
Yeah, their opponents have. Izzy has got 2 Panthers, and Eclips is building
there's
lots
2
of medium
okay.
tanks, so there are lots of flanking power. I think that. Oof. Yeah, so they're actually gotten up on the flanks of this ISU-152, and it's in a bit of trouble. The Panthers seem to be held up in the middle of the map. Yeah, the ISU should be able to escape. It took a lot of damage, and this P4 is going to back away, lacking adequate support to kill the ISU. The AT guns are slowly moving forward, and they're holding up the progress of this T-34. And Allies now have the triple cap against them. They do have a lead in terms of the number of DPs remaining, but they're going to want to reverse this situation as quickly as possible. They're losing the fuel point at the top. Munitions point is still in their hands. But where is the rest of the German army? There's 2 grenadier squads sitting in Izzy's base. Izzy's laying down mines as well. Pioneers can't hit a damn thing with that bazooka. Another P4 in production from Eclips, and the Germans are really low on infantry. Izzy has 2 squads of combat infantry. Izzy has 3. And it looks like they're going to try to rely on tanks to hold them through the game.
German steel.
Yes. Halcyon doesn't have a whole lot himself. He's got a captain, which I guess a new captain. He's got his He's got his lieutenant, which is about to die. He's got a Vet 3 rifle squad with a bazooka. He's got some assault engineers. Oh, P4 goes down. The lieutenant looks like he's actually going to escape. Lots of artillery going out from the Zis guns. Oh, this M10 needs to back away.
The artillery is a little bit late. It's firing, but at the last known position of the AT guns. But they're moving up now.
One thing I think I would
getting in explosions at all.
Yeah,
I've
been having that happen sometimes also. One thing I would like to see from Bing Bing actually is a sniper. There's not a whole lot of German infantry, and they're pretty good at holding off the... Yeah, once again, no explosion. They're doing a good job of holding off the tanks from having them push too far forward. The sniper could help them plug away at the infantry when they do push and try to take territory back. And granted, the Soviet sniper doesn't shoot particularly quickly, so, I don't know, maybe not the best choice, but... Allies have managed to...
Could have worked in the beginning, though.
Yeah. The Allies have managed to take back the top of the map. And looks like they may be getting ready to go in for the center. There's a couple of squads from Halcyon that are probing around. Assault engineers are shooting at the Panther with their grease guns.
Oh, the artillery is hitting on the ambulance. Oh.
It's got some crazy
and he's
spread
moving it now.
Distance. Oh, the lieutenant is trying to capture the center victory point under Austrian fire. Lowers the flag, but he's got to go. There's way too much stuff. The ISU is going to try to help out, but misses the Panzer IV. Nothing seems to be able to hit the lieutenant either. He's going to have to go all the way back to Halcyon's base, since the Major lowered his little radio beacon. Austrian is still...
No. My bad. I thought there was a Stuka dive coming in because there was a sound that sounded like the whistle it makes, but then I looked at the Easy's commander. It wasn't chosen, the Stuka dive, so sorry.
So Button was just used on one of the P4s, but there's actually nothing shooting at it. It's got a crew shock now, and there are tons of vehicles around to shoot at it. But once again, Izzy's doing a good job of hiding his vehicles out of the line of sight. There's a big hit.
What are those two P4s just doing there, waiting? North of the German space. Ah, okay, he's waiting for the third P4 getting repaired.
He needs to put it in now. This is a good chance to hit the... If he had them coming down flanking from the top, this would be a great chance, particularly firing some artillery in towards where the AT guns are now, to just really catch them.
Waiting for the third one too.
That seems like a mistake to me. This is, I think it might be late to the party. The Grenadiers are getting pushed off.
Send them now.
The Panthers and Izzy's tanks are taking a lot of damage. His infantry is about to get forced away, and the Allies are going to come back into the center.
Now it's there. The Stuka dive.
This could do a ton of damage, but doesn't.
P4s are coming in.
Lord of mercy, snakes alive, we got us a convoy. Oh, and there goes the howitzer. Very nice to see that as well. Oh, I still think this was a bit too late. If they had done this a little bit earlier, just coordinated slightly better, then Izzy can push at the same time, but his tanks are a bit too badly damaged to do a whole lot more for this fight. And now the P4s are being forced to back away.
Well, I guess he didn't want to rush it either, so what Izzy managed to do was just stabilize, just hold it in the middle, which he did until they came, so it was just like buying time.
Yeah, we're going to see this fight continue on. No decisive blow from either side. And Halcyon's lieutenant kills the Pioneer squad in the center, but it seems unlikely that he's going to be able to easily cap the point. P4 is crew shocked.
He really needs those Panthers repaired. What is that Panther doing?
Oh, that was in the middle of the map, but did that actually hit anything? There's more fighting happening up at the top as well. The rifle squad facing off against the assault grenadiers. I believe the assault grenadiers are going to win. They do take a lot of damage from a grenade from the riflemen. Do a decent job of dodging it.
So Izzy is building 2 extra Pioneers. He really needs to repair those tanks.
And now Vet 3, the Vet 3 artillery piece.
4 M10s. Oh, okay. So if the M10s moved now to the mill, most likely they would win.
Oh
most
yeah.
likely.
Those tanks are in bad shape. He could focus each one down instantly. The Flak Panzer back in headquarters is also in terrible shape. Eclipse has 2 Pioneers. They are hard at work right now, fixing up the P4s at the top. T-34 is also up there. It's going to have to pull back as these... Okay, it's not pulling back as the guards try to secure its escape. They're just getting pushed around. They're gonna get run over, but they retreat in time. And T-34 could get killed as it goes back if he's unlucky with it. Main gun destroyed. Howitzers firing on... He probably suspects the AT guns are going to move up to the north.
Yeah.
Thinks they'll move there. It's a smart prediction. But...
The combat engineers are just moving into the area effect. Oh.
This could be nasty. Did that also...
Oy! That was nasty indeed.
I think you might be a second or two ahead of me, but that's okay.
Good game.
Oh, that's an offensive GG called out there.
Yeah.
At least you
And
put a
they're just
question
gonna
mark.
continue out of
I don't
spite
feel
now.
so. Yeah, I don't feel so bad seeing it with the question mark there. Do you want to surrender? Something just died at the top. What was that? P4?
I think, yeah, there's 4 intense and a bulldozer coming in.
Oh boy.
No
Oh.
bulldozer.
Pack picked up and is moving. That's that's a mistake. It's gonna end up. Well, I don't think it'll get flanked. Ooh, it is getting flanked.
Stumeri coming in. Whoa! No! Ouch. The gun is
Oh, that was a
destroyed.
big hit.
And Panda came in.
Oh man, this Panther could do a lot of damage. The M10s are not contributing to the fight. They need to come in and help out.
SU-85.
SU-85, that's nice to see. That's I think maybe what they needed a while ago.
No, he should have gone after the SU-85 and just like circle around it. Not against 3 M10s. Oh, abandoned!
Wow.
That's gonna hurt.
The Allied players are saying thank you. Central victory point. Looks like a lot of bodies just dropped down there. There's a fighting position with some assault engineers in it, and they need to hop out and go hightail it over to that VP and get that under their control. Top victory points claimed. Halcyon has a machine gun covering the center, and it would be nice to see something over there to help them reinforce. Howitzer is firing. I'm looking at the wrong place. Oh, those poor combat engineers. All they wanted to do was repair that. Just repair that wreck and get in there. Oh. Keep dancing, guys. Man, this Howitzer's been awesome this game. He's not been getting a ton of huge, juicy kills, but just the way that you can constantly fire that German howitzer. It's got 40 kills. I think with a little bit better vision and target selection, it could be doing
and 2
even more.
vehicles. And friendly's kill this one.
Yeah, there was a bit of friendly fire from that thing. Ostwin's trying to do some nice flanking. He should be trying to focus down this AT gun and ignore everything else.
Abandoned this.
Oh, once again,
Coming
abandoned.
in on the, fighting position. Oh, should have targeted the fighting position.
Oh. Yeah, the fighting position is not doing a whole lot except provide some absolutely insane fireworks. The flamethrower sprays everywhere.
Ooh, the Germans are gonna lose that fight there.
Oh yeah,
Badly.
here come the M10s in from the top. Oh, one Panther down. P4 is in trouble. Down it goes. Where did all this American and Soviet armor come from? What is up with all these abandoned? I feel like every single tank is getting abandoned. I guess there's just been so many that have been destroyed that... Wow. Izzy's army is gone.
Yeah.
He has a brand new Panther that just arrived on the map. A Vet 2 Grenadier that's walking up from the south, where it's probably been sitting this entire game. And the Howitzer. His
That
teammate
whole
Eclips.
GG. I guess he was correct.
Yeah, the allies are like, yes, we'll accept your surrender.
Swarming one of our emplacements.
Eclipse's army is in a bit better of a position, but Halcyon's army is looking quite strong, and Bing Bing, his army took quite a beating. Halcyon's got enough manpower to get himself some more units, but Sherman's in a bit of trouble at the top of the map. Starting to back away. Ooh, lucky deflection of frontal shot from the Stug. Allows it to live to fight another day. This lieutenant needs to get the hell out of here. Oh, what are these M10s doing? There's way too much for them to fight against.
Yeah, but nice prediction by the Germans to have tanks focused right there.
I haven't
Even though,
seen.
yeah,
Have you seen Bing Bing using marked vehicle very much? I don't think I've
no,
noticed him use it
I
at
haven't
all.
seen it at all.
That's a big mistake. With all of these tank destroyers from Halcyon, they should be using that to focus down the Panthers and, well, whatever else they would like, as quickly as they can. Something that surprised me very much is that we haven't seen a second Tiger. Instead, Eclipse has chosen to get just more and more P4s and medium tanks. That may be a response to the threat posed by the ISU and the Zis guns. They feel like they can't deal with those, the big lumbering tank, so they try to get some more nimble stuff and maybe be able to kite around or kite things and flank around all over the place.
He hasn't used much of his doctrine at all. I mean, sure he had the assault grenadiers, but he hasn't used, and he did use the assault groups, but and occasionally the light infantry. But I mean, he's not using the Tiger, nor is he using the Stuk E.
That is true. I feel like
Panda's not gonna.
I'm glad to see that he's teching and not trying to rely on the Stug E since it got nerfed. It's not so great anymore.
Okay.
Wow, this Panther's... how is it still alive? It's just quite a fight going on at the top, lasting a while.
Yeah, the Germans can't survive this.
No, not with the Su-85 and the IS-2. They're just sitting right in front, taking damage from them. Halcyon can push forward with his M10s and easily finish them off.
Those M10s, I mean, because Hal has so many of them, he can afford to pull one of them back if they get damaged, and then repair it, get back in action.
Yeah.
Oh, that howitzer just hit that Su-85. And again, whoa! You might actually lose it.
That guy, the spotter at the top, he totally doesn't care. he's got howitzer shots bouncing off of his head, and he's like, I cannot take my eyes away from these binoculars.
Joseph Starling is watching me.
Yes. It's things like that that cause the howitzer to... uh-oh, we can see some friendly fire. The howitzer... Oh!
Sorry.
Oh, but it's those hits on the tanks that make the vet fly up so fast for the howitzer. He doesn't like the ISU. I don't blame him. ISU is a pretty... it can really wreck your army if you're unlucky.
Well, the same thing with the howitzer if it lands on...
Yes.
There's some good shots in, so...
Yeah, and I would say the howitzer maybe had more of an impact, although... I don't know, maybe not. ISU's done a lot of damage, but it's been able to damage the tanks more reliably, and, well, you just sort of point it where you want. You just point it at whatever you want to die, and then you let it do its thing. Well, the howitzer, you sort of have to use a bit more prediction, and,
press win button.
Here comes a light artillery barrage. I don't know where this Panther is. What a waste.
The Germans are getting desperate now, because when you see a Panther just, like, crushed in like that, that's just... Good game, yeah.
Here's the Katyusha. I think Katyusha maybe not a particularly fantastic unit right now. I actually think that they could like get a T-70 in base rush. That would be quite risky, but they can afford it.
If the Germans turn it around now, just for a moment, and then say it again, GG, that would be awesome.
Yes, oh my god, look at all the mines that are going down in the middle of the map. There's a demo charge and 2 mines going down.
He should have dropped a rifle grenade. Oh, no. It's assault grenades.
Oh, they have grenades also.
Yeah.
Actually, I think their grenades are
true,
probably
true.
even more likely to set off the mines because they throw so
Yeah.
damn many of them. Oh, they need to retreat though. They're pinned.
Oh, well, the artillery took care of it. Yeah.
And that's why you don't stand on your own mines, like, ever. Wow. That's another one-shot wonder. Fighting position is up down there. Oh, another nice hit from the howitzer. More assault grenadiers called in.
He's gonna lose that Stuke that way.
Yep, there's so much anti-tank that he cannot really afford to have that thing try. It definitely can't afford to have it turn its rear armor to face the enemy lines, pretty much ever. Oh, guards with the stolen light machine gun, they're clearing out that pack quite quickly. They could easily kill the crew and then destroy it. That Stug needs to keep going as well. GG, well played from Izzy. Well played, GG from Halcyon. There we go. Actually about to have a triple cap. That was a bit of a sloppy game, but so extremely brutal. Just some really long fights. I feel like the coordination between, within the two teams could have been a little bit better at various points. Particularly,
true.
there was some the lack of use of marked target throughout the game, and some of the pushes by the Germans. The timing could have been a little bit better. Yeah, the shots
Germans
on the howitzer
actually had.
Disappearing.
I would say the Germans had the game, but then those tank battles there in the middle where they attempted to do a big push. It was, and then when they lost so much, and when they finally got some tanks back, they just rushed those tanks in again.
Yeah.
So they might have made a small comeback, but yeah.
Howitzer does one final thing and destroys the fighting position, but you can tell it has been replaced by the AI because it's starting to build half tracks. I mean, actually, half tracks wouldn't have been so bad for them if they just had one throughout the match, so they could keep the grenadier reinforcement up. It feels like they eventually lost a lot of their infantry and didn't do a whole lot to replace them. But that was a fun match to watch. Thank you to Halcyon for sending that in. And we got a whole bunch of UK forces keys we need to give away. I think we have like 8 left to give away. So if you want one of those and you've made it this far in the video, just leave a comment and I will devise some system for giving them out as soon as I can. I'll probably give them to just whoever asks first. So go right ahead and just say that you want a UKF Forces key, and I'm pretty sure I can send messages via YouTube. Otherwise, we'll have to have a stream again soon. But yeah, I want to get those out, so keep an eye out. Or maybe I could even just put them in an annotation here at the end. They'll be given out some way. So yes. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for joining Kilrathi Soldier, and
you're welcome.
I'm gonna go hang up some laundry right now.
Good luck, have fun.
Oh, I will. I might need it too. Alright, I will talk to you later. Actually, I'm going to see you tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
And see all you folks out there in Viewerland next time. Bye-bye, folks.
Until next time, world.